Good afternoon. Okay, this is big idea, I think 11. Hopefully I've got this right and I didn't make a mistake. Um, big idea 11, your 1 to millions. So this is the one course that if you desire to get to a million or millions will actually take you there. Um, Let me tell you a story. This is a story that my coaches share. So my coach worked with Russell Brunson, who is the founder of ClickFunnels. And my coach was at one of their, I guess, retreats or some kind of something. And she was having a conversation with him. And she asked him, hey, so it says Facebook user. I'm seeing somebody say hi to me. I can't actually see your name, but I'm so glad you're here and thank you for all the hearts. So Russell Brunson said to her, she asked Russell Brunson, what's the difference between somebody in your understanding, somebody who doesn't make it and somebody who reaches 6 and 7 figures? And what he said to her was that in all the ClickFunnels, which is kind of a platform where people like buy stuff, all the ClickFunnels, what he noticed of people who were really successful is that they had one, sometimes two offers and not more. And that oftentimes when people were selling 15 different things, their focus and their energy was totally divested and all over the place. And so they wouldn't actually make any money. So I'm going to take you through this 1 to million. There's a few ones that if you put together actually can create a really easy pathway to being very successful in your business. I called it 1 to millions because of that story. She was asking how he thought what people needed to do to reach a million. Obviously, for you, it could be your first $10,000. For you, it could be your first six-figure year. It doesn't matter what success means to you. That's what matters. What I'm going to give you is I'm going to give you a really simple framework to get to what your idea of success is. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Ilsa Comtier. I often forget to introduce myself. I'm the founder of the Sovereign Entrepreneur Academy, where we marry strategy, energy, and community to help soulful entrepreneurs, mainly healers, transformational coaches, holistic practitioners, get booked out without burnout. And we are starting at the end of this month, and we've got a couple spots left. So if you'd like details, just put details in the comments or message me, and I will send you all the information on what that looks like. I'm making sure I am online in my personal page. Yeah, I see myself. Okay. By the way, say hi to me if you're here. I see one person has already said hi to me. I appreciate it. It's always nice to know who is here and who's watching this. I'm in beautiful Boulder, Colorado, and it is amazingly lovely today, and I'm enjoying it. All right, so let's get started with the 1 to million. So the 1 to million is based on the word focus. And if we take focus and we take each letter, it means follow one course forward until success. So the 1 to million is all about not being a jack of all trades and a master of none, and essentially putting your focus towards one thing and mastering that and working towards that until you achieve the success you want. Hey, Kimiko, thank you for being here and saying hi. All right, so there are 7 ones that if you focus on these 7 ones, it will bring you to success. This is not new. If you've been in the industry, you've heard this before. But your first one is you want to have one main vision, one main mission, that essentially one main goal that you're moving forward. So one vision, one mission, one goal that you're going to actually follow to bring you closer to what you want to create. So oftentimes our message is going to be based on our mission. If our mission is too broad, or if we are having multiple visions at the same time, then our message is going to get diluted. So the entire point here is to have one main mission or vision, and then have one goal that you work with at a time that's going to bring you towards closer to that mission and that vision. And that's going to be your focus. It's going to show up in your message. It's going to show up in everything you do. So that's the first one. The first one is one mission, one vision that's going to align with the goals and the message that you share. Number two is one type of client, which that is very difficult. It's very difficult for me. It's also really difficult for soulful entrepreneurs, for healers, for practitioners, because we can help so many people. And the one client or the one type of ideal client does not mean that you don't work with anybody else. It means that you focus your message, you focus your vision, you focus your marketing and your content towards that one person. And you will always attract more than that. But at least what it means when you do that is you're not actually like getting lost in trying to appeal to everyone at the same time. So, one vision, one ideal client that you love to work with that has the problem that you are good at solving, essentially. Number three is one main big promise. So, we can all have, when I work with people, I do a lot of things. I help them get clients, I help them design their a really irresistible offer. I help them figure out their step-by-step marketing. I help them figure out their message. I help them get, clear on their sales process. But if I was to like start listing all of that, that would get people overwhelmed and lost. And when you get somebody overwhelmed and lost, they're not going to be your client. So, what I like to talk about is how I help people get booked out without burnout, or I help people fill their schedule or their programs with ease. Obviously, to achieve that, I'm going to work on all of those other things because you need all of that. But mainly, that's the end result. So, you want to pick one main end result, one destination that your people are wanting, desiring, and you want to talk a lot about that rather than all the other things you do. Because you want to build authority and you want to get known as the person who helps this particular thing come to fruition or this possibility happen for their client. So, one main vision, one type of ideal client that has a specific problem that you solve, and one main promise, one big promise that you're going to focus on that you help them achieve that is aligned with what they desire and long for. Number four is one main offer. So a lot of people, they're like, okay, I'm going to do a 5-week course here. I'm going to do a program. I'm going to do one-on-one. I'm going to offer retreats. And essentially, like they're selling something new all the time. What happens is one, they're always in almost launch mode. That's the first thing. So it's exhausting. And two, again, we're confusing our audience. I do a lot of different things, but I market the Sovereign Entrepreneur Academy. That's where I'm putting all of my focus. Now, if I'm on a call with someone and the academy is not what they need, maybe they want one-on-one, maybe they need something else, I might work with them in that moment to figure out what is it they need that would be more appropriate for them. But in terms of my marketing, in terms of what I talk about in these videos, in terms of what I talk about in my emails, in terms of what I talk about in my posts, I always refer back to the Sovereign Entrepreneur Academy. And what that does is it's going to link me to that type of client, healers, coaches, holistic practitioners, is going to link me to a specific promise, getting booked out or filling our programs with ease and no burnout, no overwhelm. And then it's going to link me, connect me with my audience to the Sovereign Entrepreneur Academy. They're going to know exactly what it is I do and what it is I sell. So you want to focus on one main offer and put all your energy, all your brilliance, all your marketing towards that offer. And then if you need to downsell or twitch or switch or tweak something else for a particular client, then you do that one-on-one with that client to meet their needs. Number 5 is one particular marketing strategy. So a lot of people, what happens, and I think in my program, every month I teach you one new marketing strategy, step by step, and all organic. That being said, I do that so that people can figure out what works for them and then have an actual strategy that they can use and follow over and over and over and over consistently to get clients. What you don't want to do is you don't want to try one thing, try it once or twice, and then if it doesn't work, try something else. And then when that doesn't work, try something else, because now we're back to, being the master of none. We're back to being a jacks of all trade, but a master of none. And what happens is when we do that, our marketing doesn't reach anyone because we haven't perfected it. We haven't mastered it. So oftentimes what I tell people is, like, you can experiment for a little while and then pick what feels most aligned, pick what feels most fun, and maybe pick one or two and create a campaign, create a strategy that you use and you can put in your schedule and you put it on repeat. And essentially what that does is, one, you get really good at it because, like everything else, marketing takes time to get. But two, what happens with that is, you start having it on autopilot. It starts being in your schedule and it brings you people consistently. So you want one main way that you use to turn strangers into connections, into clients. That's usually, or collaborators. That's usually the process. First, they're strangers. We have a specific way to connect with them. Then they become connections. And then once they're connections, they either become clients or hopefully collaborators. So that's number 5. Number 6 is focus, especially this is mainly for online. If you do most of your marketing online, focus on one main social media platform. And I know, like, that's a weird thing to say, especially given that Facebook just had a hiccup on Monday and was shut down for the whole day. But what happens is when we're focusing on multiple platforms, we're essentially, again, it's that jacks of all trade. We're not actually doing any of them well because we're trying to be all over the place. So one thing that I do, obviously my main platform is Facebook, but these videos, these lives that you see, they're actually being streamed through StreamYard at the same time on Facebook, not on Facebook, on YouTube. So that's kind of my other platform, is I just stream my videos on YouTube. So if somebody needs to see me there, or if I need to give the link to someone, it's easy for me. But I really don't put a whole lot of effort trying to grow my YouTube following. It has grown, over the months, it has grown. I get a couple more people every month who join me there. But mainly, my main place to connect with people, to grow my audience, to start conversations is Facebook. And I recommend that people pick one and really stick and master that one and get really good at it. And then when that's on autopilot and it's easy and it's effortless and it's smooth and you have time and energy for it, then by all means, broaden and start going on LinkedIn or start going on Twitter or Instagram or whatever the next thing is. And then the last one, the 7th, is commit for 1 year. So that's your last one, 1 year. So one vision or mission that is going to inspire your message and give you a clear path forward. That's number 1. Number 2 is one ideal type of client that you're going to be speaking to mainly. Doesn't mean you can't work with other people, but your messaging, your marketing, your offer, like, that's going to help you clarify what you're doing and how to talk to people. So one main client that has a problem you solve. Number 3, one main big promise, one main aspect or goal or desire that you give your ideal people. That doesn't mean that you're not solving other things, like I said. When I talk about my main promise is I'm going to help you get booked out without burnout, or I'm going to help you fill your programs or your schedule with ideal clients with ease. To do that, I'm going to help you do a whole bunch of other things at the same time, but that's the one I focus on so that I don't confuse my audience and I make it very clear what they're going to get when they work with me. Number 4 is one main offer. You can have other offers, but the one you're focusing on, the one you're marketing, the one that you're really pushing people towards is one main offer. And then if you need to filter people towards other offers, you do that individually when you're chatting with them, when you're having conversations with them. Number 5 is one specific marketing strategy that you can do consistently and continuously that's going to bring clients months after months and that you're not going to get burned out on. Something that actually is aligned with you, aligned with your spirit, aligned with your message, aligned with who you are, aligned with your most authentic way of sharing and serving so that it's actually somewhat easy and fun. Like this, the doing these videos was not all that because I'm pretty shy overall. So it wasn't super easy at first. But once I got past that and I got into it, in all fairness, sometimes chatting like that to my computer is easier than writing a whole big long post to talk about it. I get to just chat with you and that's it. So find something that works with you, one main strategy, one main campaign that you can use over and over. One main social media, that's number 6. And number 7 is do it for a year. Focus and commit on that for a year so that you're not jumping, you're not following every shiny object, you're not following every new idea you get. I work with healers, I work with transformational coaches and holistic practitioners. We are creatives at core. We always see how we can help someone with something else, or how we could design a different program, or maybe we could do this. And what happens is we're diluting ourselves, diluting our energy, diluting our brilliance, and then we don't end up with results. So those are the ones. For those of you who want support in putting all these ones in place and figuring out which ones are aligned and which one really are your brilliance, your genius, what you were meant to do. In a few weeks, I'm starting the Sovereign Entrepreneur Academy. We've got quite a few people in there already. It's an intimate group. I like to keep my groups intimate. And we marry organic step-by-step strategies with the energy alignment, learning how to receive, and community, cross-marketing for each other, giving each other testimonial, masterminding together, brainstorming together. We marry these 3 things, the strategy, the energy, and the community, to help each other essentially get booked out without doing big launches, without doing ads, without complicated tech, without wasting our day away on social media. It's very straightforward. It's very easy to follow. And we have all the support to do it. If that feels like it's something you could use and need in your practice to take you to that next level, then just put details in the comments or message me directly on Facebook, and I'll give you all the information so you can see whether or not this is a good fit for you. We are in early bird pricing for another few, like a little bit, maybe another week or so. So tons of bonuses. It's really financially approachable. And it's my mission, it's my passion to help people who really have a gift and want to do great things in the world to do it with more ease and to reach more people, because truthfully, that's what the world needs right now. It needs lighthouses, it needs light workers to essentially stop hiding and find sustainable, easy ways to put their work and their gifts out there so that they can impact the world and create the lifestyle that they want to create for themselves. All right, that's it. If you're still here and you haven't said hi yet, say hi. Thanks for so much for joining me. I don't think I had any messages outside. Oh, that's not true. I see Sharon. Hey, Sharon. Hi, Sharon. I love Sharon. She's an amazing sound healer. And if you want to get unstuck, she's the person to call. She's helped me quite a bit, and she is going to be in our academy. So I'm super excited to have her. All right. Thank you so much for everyone who said hi and joined. And if you have questions about the Sovereign Entrepreneur Academy, put details, message me, reach out. Let's do this and let's have a great time doing it together. Have a wonderful week.